Aha, you made it. As promised, I have found someone who can help you. Someone who can solve the mystery of why the Liu Qixing would hide the Geo-Archon's vessel.
So, where is he? In Liuli Pavilion?
He certainly is. Come, I'll introduce you. I took the liberty of setting up a business dinner, as per the Liu custom.
Welcome back, sir. You honor us with your patronage. Mr. Zhongli is awaiting your arrival in the room you booked.
Hi. Allow me to introduce Mr. Zhong Li, consultant to an organization known as Wang Sheng, and a trust. Indeed, Wang Sheng's line of work can be sensitive at times. Let's just say they understand when discretion is needed. And we, the Fatui, have always been glad to do business with friends who walk in the shadows.
Walk in the shadows?
It is an honor to meet you. I have heard tell of you from Mondstadt.
Discretion? Shadows?
Indeed. It is as you have guessed. The Wangsheng Funeral Parlor organizes burials. We ensure that those who pass on do so in peace.
Huh?
Did you think he was some sort of hired killer? The Fatui calls many such people friends, but the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor does not dabble in such business. Well, ostensibly. Well, they are still... I shouldn't say too much. In any case, I brought you to meet Mr. Zhong Li because...
Because I can bring you to see Rex Lapis's vessel.
What?
Don't be so surprised. Sure, the Geo-Archon's body has been squirreled away by order of the Tianquan Ningguang. But first, let's hear what Mr. Zhong Li has to say, shall we?
Rex Lapis may be the prime of Adepti, but he is ultimately an Adeptus. Many Adepti have left us over the millennia. This is the inexorable trend. The times have changed. You must have felt it too when you were at Jueyun Karst. As you have seen, the time of the Adepti is ending, and the time of mankind is slowly dawning. In years past, Liu's tradition was that a huge memorial...
Yeah, the killer hasn't...
Deicide on Traveler. Child has told me a lot about you. Since you have had
a wise decision. The Tianquan...
Precisely. Only by... if we are
All right, my bridge building work here is done. Turned out well, didn't it? You can go if you want to. Don't worry.
After having experienced the land of the abs... I see. So you're that sort of person. It's not a bad thing. But I suppose you have yet to experience the substance of Liyue's 3,700 years of divinity. Organizing the rite of parting should prove to be an enlightening part of your travels. Liyue is the most prosperous of the 7 nations. Defended Ningguang of the... I neither know... These are the advance funds.
What?
Well then.
Welcome to the Jade Mystery, my good friends. Would you like to try your luck betting on Jade? This could be your lucky day. It's cheap and it's fun, and who knows, you just might strike it rich.
Betting? No, we're here for... what was it again?
Noctilucous Jade, of radiant grade at the very least.
Radiant grade, Noctilucous Jade? I see. You're not a tourist. My apologies. I have some here for your perusal. What do you think? The Jade Mystery is an old name in the jade business. Just look at that wonderful quality. Rex Lapis doesn't often bless us with such finery. Go on, pick whichever one you like.
These 3 pieces really do look pretty. Not like the ones you usually dig up. But how do we pick? Should we just grab one and go?
Very good. It seems you have learned some tricks of the trade.
What do you think, Mr. Zhongli? How should we pick from these pieces of Noctilucous Jade?
Oh? You want me to decide? That is fine as well. If it were me, the answer would be simple.
Oh? And that would be...
I'll take them all, boss.
Oh, you act with such panache, good sir. I always knew you were not a man of ordinary caliber.
Oh, wait, boss! That one didn't count! We need to discuss it again! Hey! If we only need one for the ritual, aren't we wasting 3 times the more if we buy them all?
Oh, Mora. It is as you say. I suppose I overlooked this particular aspect of the transaction.
Huh? How do you not think about Mora when buying things?
If one must always consider Mora before acting, then in all things one is bound by Mora.
What?
All Mora is currency, but not all currency is Mora.
What? Is this how the rich live? Well, he knows a lot about big money, but not a lot about big savings.
No need to waver. Even when I am constrained by Mora, I have ways of working around my limitations. Evaluating the quality of Noctilucous Jade is indeed very tricky. As crude ore, there is little difference in texture, lustrousness, and internal pattern between good and bad jade. Only after the item made using Noctilucous Jade has taken shape will you be able to see whether it is up to par or not. If you return to those crafty merchants to quibble, they will counter by saying that your crafting bench is to blame, or that your heat control was poor.
Whoa! To think it's that easy to get cheated!
But there is a way to truly evaluate this jade, and a true insider would know it. A fool sees the pointer and misses the moon.
What does that mean?
If you point at the moon with your finger, a wise man knows that you are pointing at the moon, while a fool will only see the finger. The patterns, the facade, these are all the finger. Noctilucous jade of excellent quality would have superior pyro-affinity. In other words, I have imparted the priceless secrets of the jade trade to you. Now, all that's left is to put it into practice.
Priceless, huh? We're back to buy some rocks, boss.
Burn them? You can't do that, my friends. If you were to do so, what would I have to sell? That would... well... fine. As you wish, then. How about this? I can take a small sample of all three. I'll take a bit of a loss. We'll count it as a friendly gesture.
Don't worry. I know the rules. As long as we can prove that it is good jade, you will not take a loss.
All right. Take these as samples. I've carved them off with a knife and tagged them.
Aren't these too thin? Even paper's thicker. No, even a bug's wings are thicker. These are almost
If I'd take...
But wouldn't something...
It can't be helped.
What sort of...
While we add the high temp...
Oh! Oh, sir, to think you were this learned. Thank you for your...
Strictly speaking, asking for samples when we have not yet agreed to purchase the goods is unfair. Trade in Liyue must be based upon fairness.
Well, guess we just need to find a place to try this out. You mean at One Mean Restaurant?
That would not do.
Oh, now...
It has been a long time since I last set foot in the Nation of Wind. A friend of mine from Mondstadt would always bring a few bottles of locally brewed dandelion wine whenever he came to visit me in Liyue. It must be said that the famed liquor of the land of pastorals is far better than Sumeru's fridge.
That's the pot! It looks like the Hilly Trolls are still using it. It's a bit impolite, but we gotta cut the line!
Beg for mercy. Flood of frost. Shudder. Crush. Shudder. Beg for mercy.
Let the show begin. There's still soup in here! These Hilly Trolls sure have big appetites. This soup looks like... We're ready to go! Use pyro to keep... Mr. Zhongli said that the shine...
Aristocratic etiquette is all just for show. Just smile and nod along. I was forced to learn all of the rules by heart, but even I don't take them that seriously.
Leave it to me.
Livonia's...
Whoa! That light came from the first Noctilucous Jade! Hilly trolls are surrounding us again! Were they attracted by the light? Such nosy neighbors! Let's take care of them and continue again after.
Freeze to the core! Beg for mercy.
That light came from the second Noctilucous Jade, didn't it? More hilly trolls? They don't give up, do they? Looks like they're mad that we ruined their food! I'll catch up.
Crush! Touche! Shudder! Crush! Beg for mercy. Crush! Beg for mercy.
Ow! That's bright! Too bright! That was the third Noctilucous Jade, wasn't it?
I hear you've got a job for me.
It was so much shinier than the rest. Let's go with that one. Let's head back to the Jade... Mystery to buy some jade, shall we? I'll protect us. Yeah. Let the show begin.
More speed.
You're back, my friends. I've kept the goods for you. Which of them would you like?
Huh? No, it wasn't that one. Think a bit hard. Exactly. That's the...
No problem. If you have your eye on this one, you can have it.
Then we'll take a box of the third type of jade.
Done. All the same, and pardon me for asking, but I'm curious. Whatever do you need this much top-quality Noctilucous jade for?
I suppose it would not hurt to tell you. We need them to make implements for the rite of parting.
Parting? Oh, dear. I'd heard the rumors, but had given much thought to them. This means that Rex Lapis really is... Oh, it's hard to believe. Even though the Jade Mystery has been in decline, we have always been under his protection. It is said that when our Lord lost his way while going incognito in the city 200 years ago, it was a spoon from the Jade... Alas.
Are you sure? You didn't want to even give us an inch before.
If not for our Lord's protection, this city wouldn't exist as it does now. No proprietor could earn money off such a thing.
I'm sure Rex Lapis will feel your sentiment, boss.
In the safe hands of the Liu Chising and good honest merchants such as yourself, I for one believe that Liyue will continue to prosper as it always has done.
All right. Thank you, my friends. What's with me getting all sentimental like this? I'll practically be giving away all my fortune at this rate.
Now that we've made our choice, let's take this Noctilucous jade back.
Hey, wait a minute. He said it was half price, not that we could leave without paying.
Oh, right. I'm sorry. I must have forgotten to do that too. Let me see. As I thought, I didn't bring any.
Any what?
Mora. My apologies. Another oversight on my part.
Oh, that won't do. This isn't some small sum. Oh, wait! Didn't Child give us some advanced funds earlier? That's a relief. Have a look.
It's fine. Just enough for half price. Though, to be honest, it'd be all right even if the sum wasn't quite enough.
Well, it's settled then. Let's take this jade to Yujing Terrace. That's where we plan to hold the rite.
Look at you bossing everyone around. You didn't cough up a single Mora.
I will do my best. We can leave the jade here. I have already called for a jewelsmith to shape them into the implements that we will need. Ah, yes. I have yet to go and see Child. So, as for the jewelsmith's remuneration...
Guess we can't do anything else. Also, is this where we're doing the rite of parting?
Yes. I have already rented this. That's right.
But when something this... Although with that also...
Traditionally,
right.
one must think that they already have these before the rite.
Golden...
The only mint.
Oh, no, but what...
Since the rite of parting has the approval, perhaps eat in lieu. Well then.
Perfume?
No. Silk flower...
It's time for...
Can't beat the atmosphere here.
Hey, boss.
Silk flower?
Which...
Ugh, you...
Golden house.
My, you two must be his servants. Please refrain from any further attempts to contribute. Now then.
Silk flower. Just look at... By contrast. This for... Lastly, this silk flower.
Wow.
I possess but a smattering of trivial...
Oh, Mr. Jean...
I'll take them all.
Again?
How can I put this? But this silk... Perhaps you don't like several other... But this is the only... Now that's it.
You forgot to bring money again? Zhongli...
If I may interject, did I hear you say that these flowers are to be an offering to the Lord of...
Yes, in a sense.
Gosh, well, why didn't you say so? I heard the awful news about what happened at this year's Rite of Dissension. It would be bad luck to say it out loud, but I've been worried about our dear Lord ever since. Since these flowers will be used to glorify our Lord, they're free of charge. Just don't forget to pass on my regards.
Are you serious?
Why wouldn't I be? I would be nobody if not for Rex Lapis. If he hadn't written those poems in praise of my wares, they'd only be worth a fraction of what I can sell them for today.
Huh. So much folklore here revolves around...
Thank you, both.
Our skin.
Please.
So, now that we've got the flowers, how do we make the perfume?
Ideally with the help of an expert. Unfortunately, none of my acquaintances have personal experience in the art of decoction.
Talk about first world problems.
Hence, I need you to help by asking around in the city. Try the common folk, especially women.
So this time we get to go around town looking for...
I will wait for you.
Maybe we can find some good candidates at the Adventurers Guild. Let's ask Lan. She's master of the Liyue branch, right? I just like to make people smile.
I stopped.
Oh, it's not that kind of favor.
Do I look...
Well, Paimon...
Now that you meant... Oh, in fact...
Aha!
No. Anyway...
The fortune teller. Thanks, Lan.
may I help?
We've come to ask you a question.
Perfume? I rarely think to use it, let alone about how to make it myself. That said, some of the cosmetics I use are scented. Perhaps that's the cause of this confusion. Since I usually set up my stall by the docks, I avoid perfume like the plague, because Celestia forbid those lusty sailors catch a whiff and come hunting for the source.
That's the worst thing Paimon's heard all day.
While we're on the subject, have you never heard anyone mention Yingar's homemade perfume?
Yingar? Oh, as in scent of spring, Yingar?
Yes, that's her. Many a rich family's daughter has gotten her to make perfume for them. Apparently, her homemade product is better than anything you'll find on the market.
Great! This is just the intel we need. Finally, we're getting somewhere.
More speed.
Wow.
Well, hello. You found...
What? How did you know we were coming?
Oh, I heard a rumor about a couple who were snooping around town looking for a sweet-smelling lady. Actually, I was starting to worry you wouldn't find me. This is the ultimate test of my appeal, after all.
Snooping around? Why are you making it out like we're bad people?
What can I say? People love to talk. Maybe you ought to be more discreet in the future if you don't want word to get around. Relax. I know why you're here. You want to get your hand on my homemade perfume, don't you? What kind would you like? 3 in one go. My goodness. You have extreme tastes for someone your age. Maybe the... Is that the best you could come up with? Even if you were genuinely offering perfume to a deity, that doesn't explain why you'd need 3 kinds. Sorry, your story just doesn't hold water.
Zhongli was right. People don't remember this tradition anymore.
As one of my favorite poems goes, "Oh, cherry tree,
That went over Paimon's head a little.
In short, I'm happy to help. Traveler, you can be my assistant, but you'd better make sure I'm the only person on your mind while you're hanging around. So, where is a good place for making sweet... Where is that? Mondstadt? We're only making some perfume. There's no need. Somewhere closer to home will do. I've had a word with Chef Mao. We can start work now. Are you ready to please me?
What did you say?
I meant make me proud, as my assistant. While I'm setting up, you can go and fetch some water.
People must have iron stomachs. To our success. I think I may have overeaten.
Nero's really got a lot going for it.
This water will do nicely. Now, I need you to extract the silk flower essence using a crafting bench. Perfume making uses an altogether different technique from alchemy. Here, let me teach you. Very carefully, You need to keep your wrist firm, so your Now, use your strong hand to stir it with a persistent rhythm. Ooh, you're a natural, like a fish to... Now, take these and try it out on your own using a nearby crafting bench. Don't forget to do all 3. They look visually identical during... So, this is some exquisite silk flower essence. On to the next stage. The essence is placed into water and simmered over a low heat until most of the water has boiled off. You must take care to control the heat during this process. If the temperature goes too high, it will affect the scent. So please, focus on controlling. Don't waste a drop of that. All 3 perfumes are ready, and you, my friend, were a wonderful assistant. A testament to the lengths you will go to for romance. It's so Anyway, shall I give you a brief overview of each scent? It might just help you match the right scent to the right occasion.
Paimon wants to hear this.
This first one is sweet. The second, finally, all clear? Don't get them good. I'll leave you with one who tries to sail.
Let's take these 3 perfumes over to the Statue of the Seven. Mr. Zhongli's probably been waiting a while. We've brought the perfumes, Mr. Zhongli. Did we take too long? You were just staring up at the statue.
Oh, you're back. Compared to the watch that Rex Lapis...
Well...
That is true.
3 sets.
Thank you both. Let us offer them up.
This is the first kind of perfume. This is the second kind. The third kind has a gentle but lingering fragrance. Something like the dusk mist. And it's a favorite of mature ladies. Oh, what was that? That's the one older ladies like. Does that mean that
Rex Lapis has...
What a shame.
We can leave that to the authorities. Let us focus on the fun.
So, we've...
Next, I would like...
Cleansing...
At present.
Sure, but...
Ah.
Man.
Yeah!
all things... Youngster, are you here to admire the flowers? But
what happened?
Back in my day, people said that glazed lilies can read human hearts. If they heard beautiful, but...
So that means the...
Yes, this harbor is like a... Well, I shall say no more. An old friend of mine. He saw me gate, but he told me it has been still though. Oh, these old...
That's right, Gran. And...
All right, children.
Do you...
Oh, an old lady like me can't afford to buy a place in this city. See this ceramic teapot? My entire household is in here.
How does that work? What? There's no way Paimon would fit in there. And why do you need Paimon to go in anyway? Can't you just lift the lid and look inside?
Oh, youngsters. I simply mean that the bell is somewhere inside this teapot, and you are quite welcome to borrow it. If you can find it.
This Granny's so weird. What does she mean her whole household is in here? Is she playing with us?
Youngsters, this is where this old woman keeps all her things. Quickly now, go fetch that bell.
Whoa! That sounds like Granny's voice. So, this is her teapot? What's going on?
Oh dear, so many cobwebs. It seems I really haven't cleaned it in a long while. Sorry to trouble you, children. Please help an old lady clean up.
Shudder!
Did you notice? The cobwebs were made of elemental energy. How long has it been since Granny last swept this place?
Shudder! Judgment! You can't run! I see how it is. Beg for mercy.
You know, with such a special teapot and the cleansing bell, do you think this old Granny could also be an Adeptus?
Time to scout.
Paimon's more and more convinced that she's an Let's dance.
Beg for mercy. Crush. Beg for mercy. Shudder.
I must leave. No stone unturned.
You can't run.
Let the show begin. Steady as stone.
Beg for mercy.
I must leave no stone unturned. Steady as stone. Leave it all to me.
Crush.
Steady as stone.
More speed. More speed. Beg for mercy.
As a good knight should.
Freeze to the core. Shudder. Crush. Good grief. Beg for mercy. Crush.
How many levels does this teapot have? It would be nice if we had one of these too. Or at least we wouldn't have to camp outside.
confounded. Youngsters are so quick on their feet. Oh, now, let me... Oh, in and out in no time. An adeptus. Oh, I haven't heard anyone say those words in earnest for a long time. As to whether I am one or not, child, surely you already understand.
Paimon kinda knows what you mean, but is also kinda confused. Are you really giving us the bell just like that, Granny? Don't you think it's weird? Something's just happened to Rex Lapis and then we come running up asking for it?
Oh, don't be silly. Liyue Harbor has been through a great deal in its history. In that time, it has seen the departure of countless adepti. But no matter what, we have always performed the rite of parting first before any other matters. To cry, "Catch the murderer," at the top of one's lungs, but ignore the rite of parting. That, to me, is what is wrong-headed. Now that you have come to borrow the bell, I guess that perhaps an old friend of mine has finally decided to take matters into their own hands. So, why would I be unwilling to lend you the bell? Oh? Well, if it came to that, they would find a certain old lady knocking at their door. We haven't met in a while anyway. It would be nice to share a drink and chat. Well, you must have things to do. Since you have the bell, you should return. Oh, and that...
We will.
While the Millelith stands guard, evil shall never prevail.
I'll protect us.
Indeed. This is the cleansing bell. Let's place the perfume we've prepared inside. An adeptus.
That's suspicious. But if you don't want to talk about it, we won't pry. Oh, yes, that old granny asked us to tell you something. If you have the time, you can come over for tea. I don't have much to offer, but you can always count on an old lady for a pot of tea.
That tone does not suit you. Still, Her teapot is indeed very good. There are none better for brewing tea. When a suitable time arrives, I'll bring a spot of fine tea and pay her a visit.
So what's the next step in our preparations?
Next, we need to purchase kites.
Ooh, Paimon loves kites! Are you taking us kite flying? Is this our break time?
No. Kites are children's toys, yes. But they also play various symbolic roles in Liyue's rituals. I will explain it to you. But our next course of action should probably be to purchase the kites first.
Oh, sure. Curiouser and curiouser.
While the Millelith stands guard, evil shall never prevail.
More speed.
One Wind Bookhouse. Guess this is where we go to buy books.
Feel free to look around.
We're looking for the Liyue volume of the Tevat Trap.
Sorry, dear.
Huh?
The thing is, it barely sold any copies, and the few travelers that did buy it made complaints after.
Well, that's a shame. The Mondstadt volume was a good read, even just as an adventurer's diary.
The fact remains that I don't have it in stock. If you must read it, try your luck at Chang the Ninth's place.
Who's Chang the Ninth?
A book collector who lives in Qingse village. He's a complete grouch, but he will behave himself if he was a regular customer.
Did somebody say out of print? Is Is there a chance that Volume 6 of Legend of the Shattered Hell... Apologies, my liege. Where are my manners? My name is Sing Cho, a humble literature enthusiast who happened to be passing by. Since you and I are both in search of lost books, what say we travel together to Mount Ching... My pleasure, fellow
Auto-reconfiguration is an essential function. Should we ask here if they have a copy of the Liyue volume of the Teyvat Travel Guide? It's super...
Lights out.
Judgment!
Judgment! You can't run!
time to scout.
The heavens are smiting me. Uh-huh. And what do you want? Come on, spit it out.
We've heard you've got tons of old books lying around, and we want to borrow the Liyue volume of the Teyvat Travel Guide.
Huh. Don't get me started on the topic of my books. After the chasm was sealed off, the family mining business started going south. Then the Fatui started working to sabotage me. To pay off my debts, I had no choice but to pawn off my beloved book collection. Every last book. Wrong. That was my life's work. Unless you have other business here.
Please tell me that you didn't pawn Volume 6 of Legend of the Shattered Halberd.
Legend of the Shattered Halberd? There's a title I haven't heard in a long time. You have good...
What? But we...
That work was an epic but over time it was barely any copies of the...
The later edition inexplicably...
Yes, that's right.
You mean...
Yes. It is my one and only
Hey, Chang! You've got some nerve keeping me and my boss waiting like this. I need an answer. Will you sell the core lapis or not? I'm sure you don't need me to remind you that if you mess with Gentry Moutsai, you're messing with the Fatui.
Oh, you again. But you know I can't afford to give a 70% discount on the price. I'd never be able to buy my collection back.
That's your business. The question is, do you want your books, or do you want food on your plate? Perhaps you'd like to take your books with you to an early grave.
You...
Whoa there, friend. Come on. This gentleman is either willing to make a deal or he's not. You can't force him to sell against his will.
Just who do you think you are? Keep your nose out of other people's business.
My liege, I am but one who comes to the aid of this gentleman in his moment of need. I am Xingqiu, disciple of the Guhua clan.
Guhua clan? Did you hear this clown? He thinks he's a Guhua master in this day and age. Oh, there was me thinking the last granddads of Guhua had keeled over and died by now. Who were you supposed to be then, huh? Some sort of Guhua messiah?
Justice is blind to our backgrounds, my friend. That just makes me someone trying to do the right thing. But you? The weasel who does the tiger's bidding may be less powerful than his master, but he is no less guilty.
Get a load of this guy. Just you wait. You'll be sorry you crossed me. And you, Chang, you're selling that core lapis whether you like it or not.
Oh, how the wolves prey upon the fallen tiger. My days are numbered.
So, just to come back to what we were talking about earlier, could I get a yay or nay about borrowing that book?
Oh, what does it matter now? I can't expect anybody to care about me anymore. But since you did stick up for me, please, just take this book and leave me in peace.
3 long years I have waited for this day. Words cannot express my gratitude. I, Xingqiu, vow to repay this great act of generosity.
All right, give it a rest. Just bring it back when you're finished. Sorry, but I'm not about to put my hopes in some self-professed Guhua disciple.
Hey, where are you going? We've still got a job to do over here. You like reading, huh?
Oh, amazing!
Hello, Xingqiu?
No wonder this book is so highly sought after.
How can they bully poor old...
Don't forget me. I'm in too.
Oh, so...
The reason I borrowed this book is that it would be a real pity if Chang the Ninth ended up having to pawn it. And I meant every word I said to Chang the Ninth. I will return his act of kindness. I will be custodian of this book. Of course I do. Give me a second to reflect.
You're still here? What is this, a game? I gotta hand it to the Goofball clan. Would you like... Oh, I'm sorry.
There's a saying that goes...
Quit quoting.
Please leave this place.
It's cute that... But you picked the wrong...
I may be young, my liege.
Oh, great speech.
There you are, eavesdropper.
Blood of Frost!
Let me amuse myself a little.
I must leave no stone unturned.
Shudder!
The more, the merrier.
Beg for mercy.
Over here.
Time to clean up.
Let me amuse myself a little.
Steady as stone.
Rain outlines your fate. Witness the power of Guhua.
Let me amuse myself
I thought that was just a regular pendant you were wearing, not a vision. You won this round, but you better watch your back. This isn't over.
Would it be too much to hope they've learned their lesson? Yes, though I try to avoid using it. I dislike the unfair advantage it gives me against my opponents. Though I long to restore Guhua to its form.
They've gone for now, but they'll be back looking to cause more trouble before long.
I'll see to it that no harm comes to those who show me kindness. There is a just and unjust way to do business. It's not like the Fatui to pick sides in a business dispute. But the confident demeanor of their there must be a deeper... He mentioned Gentry
That idea works.
Me? I have other things to look into. Let me see. Let us...
You really have stuff to do?
Wow. So that's...
Ugh, this guy is so annoying. Paimon just wants to... Fine. From now...
Aristocratic etiquette is all just for show. Just smile and nod along. I was forced to learn all of the rules by heart, but even I don't take them that seriously.
Who goes there? Really? He didn't mention anything about a meeting. The Master's dealing with some urgent business today. All prior appointments have been canceled.
Urgent business?
The Master...
So, where...
I'm sorry. The Master is stressed. No, I mean, yeah. I'm sorry. I beg for your mercy.
Well, luckily for you.
Thank you, thank you.
Nice work! Is that so? Anyway, seems like the VIP... In fact, seems business is booming at the Shinua kiosk. No one should notice if we blend in there. But either way, if we want to know what kind of shady business they're up to, we better be careful.
I understand. I do. Please, do not worry. You have my word that the... But it's nothing.
That would be most We are willing to lend... You may
I understand.
We shall see.
Darn.
So, Mr... Who knows if Gulag... You said you had other things to look into, as if you're some sort of man of mystery, when actually all you meant was you wanted somewhere new to park your backside while you read your book.
I see. I guessed as much.
Did you really guess, or are you just saying that to sound clever?
The course of action we must take is now clear. To start with, please deliver this letter to the Feiyun Commerce Guild. They will know what to do, my liege. For reasons that I cannot explain, I will be unable to join you. There is no need for you to read the contents of the letter. When the time comes...
Ugh, this writing is...
Hence why I said the Feiyun Commerce Guild...
But why would you want to get them involved? Since we got to Liyue, having such big
No need to worry about that. Once they have read the carefully reasoned Gentry Moutsai must be... Also, I do not...
Why not? You're only...
To silently disappear at each droplet of kindness...
That sounds very love...
Thank you in advance for delivering...
Hey!
Yeah!
This is a peaceful neighborhood.